We welcome you back here to Inside RIC Athletics. We want to thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in every week and for every episode. This time we have a junior midfielder, that is, of the men's soccer team, Donovan Battle, joined with us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we had you on last year, sort of talked about the team. It's a little bit of a different team this year, but you guys still have a lot of returners. 1-5-5 to start the year, maybe not the way you were expecting to start, but you guys still have a lot of time to get back into conference play. What are going to be some emphasis and points of emphasis going into Keene State on Saturday?
Just focusing on, one, it's conference, so, everything's magnified. I mean, it's really what matters at the end of the day, especially, with our record going into, we're looking at it as, this is kind of the time, this is, the turning point. Right. It kind of has to be, end of, back half of our season, we have a lot of conference games coming up, so we have to kind of hit our hot streak now, going into playoffs, so we're just focusing on getting the win Saturday. Yeah, is there anything that the team has sort of learned about themselves? Maybe either that you can recognize that you guys are a little still young. You guys have a lot of freshmen that came in, or maybe that there's still some parts of developing. You guys are dealing with some injuries right now. Is there anything that you've sort of learned about the team during this tough stretch? I would say that, we're still, trying to figure it out. I think, we knew, coming into this year that, we lost a lot of players up front. Right. And now this year, we got a lot of freshmen up there, so it's just about, learning each other, them, getting used to the college game, everyone just kind of, getting it together. I think it's taken a little longer than, we would have liked. Of course, but, I think that we'll be fine, and I think we're still figuring it out.
Everything's going to take time. I mean, like you said, but really, it's your freshman Julian Orellana who stepped up big early on in the season. Luis Andres Sanchez at some times, Elijah Nunes, Lucas Duquette, and Dan Javash, all captains on the team. But in your position, sort of like a number 6, sort of that defensive center mid position. Sort of how are you able to feed off the defenders and sort of try to work that midfield, get that ball to other midfielders and even some of the wingers to start to build an attack?
Yeah, so, my role really, as a, defensive, midfielder, just listening to the center backs, Dan and Lucas, they're very vocal, always, telling me, person here, person there, check your shoulders. My goal really is just to win the ball for us and then get it back, give it to, the forwards, give it to the winger, spray it out wide. And that's, just really what I try to do. That's play my role.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually, I have such I used to play a lot of soccer in high school, so I really have an eye to see who's really taking over and control of that midfield. I used to play a lot of the wing, a lot of the wing back, sort of where Ari plays, and it time and time again everybody uses each other. Really, the defensive center mid position is there, so he can start to get that ball, play it forward, and sort of build in the attacks. But since you're a junior now, sort of getting up through your college career, is there anybody that have come to you as a freshman that have sort of maybe with some problems that you've been able to sort of talk to them about, or have you had anything that you sort of came to the seniors about when you were a freshman?
I feel like when I was a freshman, I definitely talked to my senior group a lot just about advice, and I feel like the freshmen this year are also doing the same. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're still trying to get used to things and still trying to get up to speed. So the freshmen this year they're really good. They ask a lot of questions. They seem pretty locked in when it comes to they're serious about it, and you can tell.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys are going to be playing the Owls once again this Saturday. We already talked about what you guys are going to look to go into that, but just tell me how important these conference games are coming up. Since you guys are already a couple conference games deep, how really important are these ones to make that push into the playoffs?
These games are huge. We got 5 conference games, so that's a possible 15 points. So if the goal is to win all of them. But, we have to get points from at least all of them. So, if we want to get, first, second, third, and you want to aim for, the top 3, then, we have to get a couple wins out of these 5 conference games. Yeah,
it seems like that's pretty much the only thing that you guys can control is winning or losing. So, obviously, you may not want to rely on other teams down the road to tie or lose and stuff like that. So, just try to control what you can control. So last year for you guys during the LEC playoffs, it was a great run. You guys sort of went through the same thing you were going through the middle of the season where a couple guys injured, a couple suspensions here and there. And then you really geared up for the end. You guys took down Vermont State Castleton at home at the Alumni Stadium in overtime. What a goal that was by Anthony Racinos. And then you guys took down UMass Boston, someone who beat you during the regular season in penalties. Sort of explain that moment coming together as a team during that last season and sort of explain the road to Western Connecticut. Obviously, you guys not winning, but it's really a road at the end for you.
No, it is. Last year, We went into the playoffs off a couple losses, if I remember. So
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so going into the playoffs, I mean, we just knew like it's different now. I mean, the regular season, it just kind of like doesn't matter anymore. It's like everyone's like 0-0, and it's just about every game. You just got to win to stay alive. Yeah. So that's just kind of how we felt as a team, and we were just playing to survive as a team.
So are you going to be going into the same sort of stretch here at the end of the season with that same mentality, you'd say?
Yeah, especially in this year, I'm hoping that we can go into the playoffs on a hot streak. Hopefully we can kind of, hit our stride towards the end of the season, go into the playoffs on a high. And then, I feel like, playoffs are really what matters at the end of the day. Of course, yeah. As long as we can make a run in the playoffs and go far, hopefully we can win the LEC.
Yeah, make a run at the end of the season, make that run in the playoffs, and then you guys will have a chance. But I do want to end on one closing question. Is if you have a favorite footballer, a favorite soccer player, a favorite athlete that you'd like to share the pitch with, maybe for just a game, maybe for just like 20 minutes to really satisfy yourself, who are you going to choose and why?
It will 100% be Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's my favorite player. I mean, he's why I started playing soccer. He's why I love this sport so much. He's a
true striker, too. Yeah, he can really play the game. I remember going back to watching the World Cup at Qatar. He had the hat trick against Spain. And it was just, that was awesome.
I have so many memories of just good memories of just his goals and like seeing him play. I just love it. So I would love to share the field with him.
No problem. Well, thank you so much, Donovan Battle, for joining me here on Inside RIC Athletics, Anchored in Athletics, our radio show. Good luck against Keene State this weekend. Really excited to watch you guys out the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Yeah.